Hey, what's up, you guys? OldSchoolZerker here, and this video is just going to be about the new content pool that Jagex released today. It's actually the second content pool for Old School RuneScape that has been released so far, and I realize that probably a lot of other YouTubers are making videos about this, but I'm just making this to explain a couple of the polls. I figured that people kind of didn't understand the last time, and who knows, maybe I could actually, this could be news to someone watching my video. Anyways, if you want to vote, this is new. I can't remember if they did this for the last poll or not, but you have to have a total level of at least 100 in Old School RuneScape to vote in the poll. So that's just kind of like to prevent people from just sitting there making new accounts and then voting for something that they do or don't like. It just kind of makes the whole voting process a little bit more fair. And also to vote, you're going to need to sign in on the website. Obviously, I'm signed in right now. And to get there, all you need to do is come up to the top here of the Old School page and click on Old School Polls. And what the fuck? Thought I was signed in. Hold on. All right, so after signing in here, as you see here, Old School feature poll number 2, April 2013. This poll runs from Thursday, April 4th until Wednesday, April 10th. So we've got 6 days to vote for all of these, you guys. And to look at what you're voting for, you just need to click on this little link here that says click here to vote. And at any time, if you're curious about the current poll standings right now, you can just click here to view the results. But we're going to vote. And the first one I wanted to kind of explain here, or just kind of help you guys understand, is the first question. It says some additional old school worlds will be added with free-to-play restrictions applied so that clans and PKers can engage in a PvP combat in the wilderness without members' items or abilities. The worlds will remain accessible only to RuneScape members. Players who do not wish to use these worlds would not be required to visit them, and the world picker would not send people to these worlds who had not manually selected them. So a lot of people didn't understand this last time, or just didn't read it properly. I'm pretty sure they had this in the last poll, and a lot of people were confused, and they thought that, you know, they were adding free-to-play worlds that people didn't have to pay membership for, and a lot of people didn't want that for some reason. I don't know why they wouldn't want that anyways, but yeah, so that didn't get the 75% yes vote needed to be featured in the game. In case you guys don't know, these have to have a 75% yes vote to be put into the game. It's not just majority vote. It has to be at least 75% yes, just so you guys know. And so basically what this one's saying is that you still have to pay membership, but they're just adding worlds that are free-to-play restricted. Basically, you can only go to the free-to-play areas. You can only use the free-to-play spells, armor, items, anything free-to-play. But anything members is not allowed. No member skills, no members areas, nothing. You can't use that in those worlds. But you still do have to pay membership to play in those worlds. So they're not adding actual free-to-play worlds yet. You still have to pay membership to use these worlds. Just kind of explaining that because a lot of people were really confused about that. I'm definitely going to be voting yes for that. And so I don't really see any downsides to this. Free-to-play PKing is fun every once in a while. I enjoy it. It's just fun if you want to like go and use a rune two-hand. You don't have to risk very much. Free-to-play PKing, I find it kind of fun to do every once in a while. I don't see a problem with adding free-to-play restricted worlds. I think it'd be pretty fun, and I hope you guys vote yes for that too. I'm not going to go over all of them because they're pretty straightforward here. Question 5, I'm definitely voting yes for. That's just going to actually say what worlds are dedicated to what type of activity, such as trading and castle wars. And we really need that right now because the dedicated worlds are kind of like everywhere right now, and nobody really knows what the actual world is, and people are trying to change it, and it's a big mess right now. So I'm definitely voting yes for that. And then question 8 here, it says players will be permitted to return to Icey-Talentz without claiming the defense XP reward from the Monkey Madness quest, allowing peers to attempt the monkey chapter of Recipe for Disaster. Now this one's going to be, I'm not sure how this one's going to go. A lot of people were saying how they don't want that in the game. Because it kind of ruins the old school experience, which I can kind of understand, because back in actual 2007, the best gloves that one defense peers and initiate peers could get was mithril gloves from Recipe for Disaster. And changing it to allow that, I guess, kind of takes away the old school experience, but it's not like Addy gloves are that much better than myth gloves. they're only like one stat better in all the stats, so it's not like it's gonna be a game changer for peers or anything. And also, it doesn't just allow peers to get Addy gloves. It allows them to be able to train on the skeleton monkeys down in the tunnels if they want a red chin, if they want to ice burst, if they want to train their melee there. It allows them to train at the monkey guards next to the altar. That's a popular training spot. And it also allows them, if they for some reason want to train their agility, they can actually go back to Apatol and train on the Apatol agility course rather than just having to train in the wilderness course all the way to 99. So I'm probably going to vote yes for that. I'm obviously a Zerker peer, so it's not going to affect me in any way, really. But I don't see a downside to that. I really don't. I think they should add that. I think it would just make having a peer account a little bit more fun, a little bit more interactive in the game. And I don't see a downside to that. I don't really care either way with that. It could go yes or no. It's not going to hurt my feelings. And then the last one here I wanted to talk about is question number 9. If you cast a second alchemy spell while a previous alchemy spell is still in progress, the second spell is queued up to run when the first one finishes. This would not queue up more than one spell at any time. So I figured I would explain this because some people might not get what it's saying exactly. Basically, it's going to make high alching a little bit easier for the people that don't really have that good of rhythm. Because we all know with high alching, if you want to get the maximum experience per hour, you have to have like perfect rhythm pretty much consistently throughout the whole hour. And it gets kind of hard, especially if you're like watching YouTube videos or if you're watching a movie or something while you're doing it. It's hard to keep that constant rhythm. And basically what this does is just allows you a little leeway to kind of like be able to click off rhythm, but it'll still cast the high alch spell right after you're done with the one you're currently doing. It just makes high alching a little bit easier for people, and I don't see a problem with that. So I'm definitely going to be voting yes. And I've read through all of these, and I'm voting yes for all of them, to be honest. So I'm just going to go through and vote yes here. I don't see a problem with any of them. I think they're all really good. It really seems like they're not worried about adding new content right now. It seems like they just want to kind of fix bugs and make the game run a little bit smoother, a little bit more convenient for us. So I'm guessing in the next poll or two, they're probably going to be asking about God Wars Dungeon or adding new content to the game. And as you can see here, here's the results. I'm just going to scroll through them real quick. All of them look like they're doing pretty good, except question 4, question 6, and question 8. That one's definitely going to be 50-50, I think. But yeah, so make sure you guys go vote. Like I said, we only got 6 days to vote for this, and all the votes help you guys. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe for some more Old School RuneScape videos. See you guys later.
Yeah, we taking over the game.